Welcome to this simple 11-minute overview of LiveGood. What I'm about to share here is for two kinds of people, those who want more from their own life and those who help others get more from theirs. I'll be sharing the simple context and business model and an opportunity that could potentially change the trajectory of your life, your business, or both. So I invite you to listen right through to the end with an open mind. And if questions come up along the way, make a note of them. And when this is finished, watch the full length 40-minute deeper dive video that will follow directly on from this. Here's what we'll be covering during this session: why this model exists, what LiveGood actually is, how it fits with real people, and how the money works. So for the next 10 minutes or so, give yourself permission to be fully present, as I'll be sharing quite a bit of information with you. Now, let me introduce you to the one and only LiveGood, a completely different way of working like nothing you have ever seen before. So before I talk about LiveGood specifically, I want to zoom out for a moment and talk about why this model exists. We're already living in a membership-based world. Most of us pay for things like streaming services, shopping memberships, software, gyms, pet supplies, even food. Memberships work because they're accessible on a monthly basis for most people. They're convenient and they create ongoing value. They also create stability and predictability for the company, which is exactly why businesses love them. So the question here isn't whether memberships work, because clearly they do. The question is who benefits from them. And the answer here is no one other than the company you're paying the membership to. They're happy for you to share their platform, but don't reward you for doing so. That is until now. So instead of keeping all of the profit inside the company, the LiveGood model rewards the people who help it grow through referrals and word of mouth. And before I explain why LiveGood launched the way it did, it helps to look at what's happening more broadly with consumers and in particular the wellness industry. Across almost every industry, we're seeing a shift away from one-off transactions and towards a membership-based model. Why? Because membership creates predictability for both the companies and for the customers, especially in these uncertain times. And at the same time, consumers have changed. People are more informed, more skeptical, and far less willing to blindly trust. They want transparency, fair pricing, and to know exactly what they're putting into their bodies, especially in the wellness space. And traditional retail models are also under strain. Costs are rising, footfall is down, and margins are being squeezed, which is particularly relevant for small businesses. So LiveGood didn't launch as a supplement company trying to sell more products. It launched as a wholesale membership platform designed around how people now expect to buy, trust, and participate. And for those who want the proof, just take a look at these stats on the following slide. So as you can see, the bits I've highlighted in red, the global wellness economy is projected to reach $9 trillion in the next couple of years. That's annually. 82% of consumers are saying that they want clearer, more honest labels on wellness products. And then you combine that with the general global shift towards memberships as a business model, and that comes with a forecast growth of over $14 billion annually. Suddenly, what we have here makes so much more sense. So what LiveGood actually is a wholesale membership club, officially launched on the 13th of December 2022 from Jupiter in Florida, launching simultaneously in over 230 countries with the world's first wholesale membership club. And not only are they the first membership club of its kind in this home-based business arena, they're the only company that profit shares its membership revenue with its affiliates. Now let that sink in. The only company that profit shares its membership revenue with its affiliates. No one has ever done this before. So LiveGood pays you to share this little membership with your friends, with your clients, with your family, and in fact, with anyone you choose to. Now, LiveGood is very different from most wellness companies. In fact, we're not a health and wellness company. We are a membership organisation. And it's an important distinction to understand that I want to reinforce here. In LiveGood, revenue does not come from retail products in the traditional sense. You're not earning commissions based on markups or pushing products to make money like many other models you may be familiar with. Instead, the core of the business is the membership itself, just like Amazon, Costco, Netflix, and many, many others that you are already familiar with. Members pay a simple monthly or annual fee to access wholesale product pricing, and that reoccurring membership revenue is what supports the business. Now, that matters because it removes the pressure to sell. Because the model is built on membership rather than markup, the company doesn't need to overprice its products, it doesn't hide its ingredients, and it doesn't rely on aggressive sale tactics to grow. Now, this gives the consumer trend of wanting better value its answer. It's a much cleaner, more sustainable structure for customers and for anyone who chooses to participate in the business side. And that transparency doesn't stop with the products, it runs right through the entire company, from leadership and structure to pricing, ingredients, and the business model. There's a level of openness here that is very rare in the wellness space. When it comes to the products, ingredients are clearly listed, certificates of analysis are readily available, and there's no need for us to hide behind proprietary blends or inflated claims. And when a company is transparent at every level, like we are, it creates trust. Not only are you being asked to take anything on faith, you can see how things work, what you're paying for, and why the model exists in the first place. Now, for me, that kind of transparency really matters because it allows people to make informed decisions, whether they're here purely as a customer or whether they're exploring the business side as well. So I want to pause here for a moment and share how LiveGood fits with real people, no matter where you are, your business, or your personal circumstances. You are simply sharing access to something that people already want. And this is what allows LiveGood to support additional income streams, not by asking people to work harder or sell additional things, but by allowing participation in a model that is already functioning. So if you're sitting here thinking, okay, but where do I fit into all of this? Then before I share with you how you can join and how the money works, I just wanted to take a quick look at how this could fit with you. LiveGood doesn't fit everyone in the same way, and it doesn't need to. In fact, it can fit into almost any business or situation as an addition to what you already do, an independent revenue stream, or simply as a recommendation for which you get paid. If you are here as an individual, LiveGood may simply be about better access to wellness, quality products at wholesale pricing, without the pressure or the overpromising. Bearing in mind, as a membership, you don't have to order every month. In fact, I didn't order anything for at least 6 months after I'd joined. I simply didn't understand how different these products were and how different the business model was. As an individual, you could possibly be also looking for an additional income stream. If you're in fitness, health, and wellness, there's lots of reasons why you would want to be part of this. The products, as the first example, if you recommend products, these could be a game changer for your clients. A double whammy, if you like, with your own coaching and then supporting the changes in their body with clean, transparent products that actually support them on an ongoing basis. I'm fairly sure clients ask you all the time about recommendations. I'm also fairly sure that you get fed up with recommending things that you're not 100% behind or even sure of. There's no forced monthly ordering, no selling, just recommending. So wherever LiveGood fits with you, when you join as an affiliate, there's lots of support, training, and benefits. So with that context, let me explain briefly how the money side works so that you can decide if this even belongs in your world. Okay, so what does this mean in terms of money? So as an affiliate, we get paid a total of 7 different ways. If this is the part that you're curious about, there's a longer version that will follow this video automatically that goes into a lot more detail. For this overview, I am just going to touch on the first 3 ways. So number 1, weekly fast start bonuses for everyone, no matter how long you've been in. Simply when you share and someone joins, you get rewarded 50% of the joining fees for sharing. Share with 1 person that becomes an affiliate, that's $25. Share with 10 that become an affiliate, that's $250, all paid the following week. Number 2, the second way we get paid is through what LiveGood calls our matrix commissions, the matrix pay, or residual income, or profit share from the company, as I mentioned earlier. Now, what you need to know here is that this is a forced matrix, and it's controlled by the company software, which we have absolutely no control over, other than when people directly join us. Consider it a bonus, not the main reason and not the main income stream. Over time, it will build up as you grow. Now, number 3, matching bonuses. Now, this is your secret to bigger earnings. Now, this one is really powerful when you fully understand the power of leverage. Whatever your personally enrolled people earn in their matrix pay from number 2, you earn half. So that's 50% of the monthly pay of every single person you personally enroll. So it pays to share and to help others to share, all without the pressure to sell products, buy stock, or create regular monthly orders. As I said, if you want more detail, stay tuned and watch the following 40-minute video that will explain in a lot more detail how the money works. So how do you join? There are 2 options. So number 1, you join as a member only for the products only, and you pay $9.95 per month, and that's around £7.60. And yes, there are yearly options that will save you a couple of months if you choose to do that. Number 2 is to join as an affiliate, which gives you the option to share the platform with others and be rewarded for doing so. And as an affiliate, there's a small one-time only sign-up fee of $40 plus your monthly or annual membership, making your first month $49.95, which is around £37 to get started. That's it. Your only ongoing commitment is your monthly membership to keep benefiting. So if someone invited you to watch this or someone shared this video with you, your next step is to simply go back to them and ask them to join. They can also answer any questions that you may have. Thank you for your time and your attention. I'm Nikki Piper, LiveGood Leader. If you have any questions or parts you'd like more detail on, just watch the full 40-minute video that automatically follows this one. Otherwise, reach out to the person that invited you here and ask them for their link to join.